Alright, let's see if I can make this work with OBS or if this is going to be a big old disaster. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. It looks like Camera D is in the chat. Let me know if this is working or not. I was having all kinds of trouble with OBS earlier. Either there is a super delay or this is not working. Okay, there's just a really big lag. And looks like it's okay. Let's see what the sound is real quick. Okay, no, sound is good. So sound and video look good to you guys. NYC and I tried to do this with the Skype edition, with bringing him in via Skype earlier, and my old computer was choking on that. It did not like that at all. So I'm not sure how this transition from Google Hangouts to OBS is going to work when they take it away. I am just me on OBS. Seems to be working fine so far. Hey Perry. So yeah. Seems like my computer can handle OBS as long as it's just me, but the Skype thing this afternoon did not want to work, and heard something about you might actually have to have two monitors to do that or something. I don't know, but so yeah, we'll just have to see if we can figure this out. I may have to get a different computer, which would not be fun or good, but hey, because yeah. So, sounds like everybody can hear me good. NDI is what I tried to use, Perry. You do not need to be in the way. Stop being in the way. So, yeah, if you have any insight on screen capture versus NDI, it just seemed like Skype itself was really bogging down my computer, that it didn't want to do, if I was doing Skype, it didn't want to do anything else very well. And I don't know if that was... Yeah, I don't know. I also may have been having like internet issues too, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to try it again and see if it's, you know, just the computer thing, or if it was my internet this afternoon, or if I screen capture or using NDI. So I was trying to use NDI. I could have used screen capture. I hadn't thought about that. Because I could have just blowed up the Skype thing and then ran and then played my desktop, I guess. But I don't know how well people would have been able to hear. Yeah, I'm not sure how that would have worked. So, trying to figure this out. I appreciate everybody that's joining me. This is my first, like, official OBS stream. So, seems like it's doing okay. Video, at least on my tablet, seems to be good. Hey, D-Runk. So let's shout out everybody that's in here. Camera D was waiting patiently for me. I appreciate that. Unruly, what's going on? He's always seems to be here. Perry and D-Runk so far. So, yeah. This is going to be relatively quick. I don't know that I have a whole lot. A couple things. I did get to my comic shop this week, so I picked up the last 2 weeks worth of books. I'll show you guys kind of what I got. I did have a book come from email purchase. I say unboxing. It's not really an unboxing. I already opened it because, well, I'll show you here in just a second. And then a couple other things I just wanted to ramble about. So, sorry I didn't grab a hat, so you guys are just going to have to deal with the shine this evening. Yeah. Enjoy using OBS more. Have live PD and hey live. Yeah, OBS itself, Perry, seems pretty straightforward and easy to use. Overall, I'm not that worried about OBS, but I just don't know that my computer can handle the Skype call, pulling the Skype call into OBS and then uploading that through YouTube and playing YouTube. The cat is driving me crazy over here. my computer's from 2009, and so not sure it's going to handle all of this. And did not want to handle it this afternoon, but I also appear to be maybe having stop. Internet issues. So as I yeah, cat is trying to drive me crazy. Oh, you guys will notice though, no squeak, new chair. I finally broke down. Kachun guilted me into it last week. I finally broke down and replaced the old chair that I'd had forever, and I'd just been dragging my feet on. So here comes the cat again. So yes, lay there and be good. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into some of these books. Yeah, she's just scratching on stuff she should not be even on. So my eBay purchase. All the way from Canada. And this. No cardboard. But he did include a second board. So it was bagged and boarded on both sides. And miraculously, no major damage. So, don't know how the book itself is not in as good a condition as I'd hoped. He said it was near mint. It's got several spine ticks that do break color. It's probably technically near mint, but it is not. I was hoping for kind of a 9.8 candidate. It is not a 9.8 candidate at all. It's maybe like a 9.2. But I did finally pick up cover A of first print of Die. I only had cover B because that was all they had left when I went and... because I got on Die a little late at my comic shop. Oh, that is messing with my color a little bit on this webcam. There's the cat. So, out of the way. So, did grab that, but not a fantastic copy, but the shipping isn't where it got the damage. It just has a couple of spine ticks. Particularly on the back. It had like 3 or 4 on the back that definitely broke color. So, yeah. So, I'm probably not going to mess with trying to send it back. I will just... D-Runk says send it back. I'm not going to mess with it. I got it for a reasonable price. It's a nice... It's still probably technically near mint. It's just not a 9.8, which is kind of what I was hoping for. But that's what I get. You know, it's so weird. Like, you look on their thing and people say, oh, they, give compliments and they have high ratings or good shipping and all this kind of crap. And then you get crap like this. It's like, what are the other people expecting? I don't know. You try to use that kind of stuff. And he didn't have fantastic pictures, but I don't know. I'm a terrible eBay buyer, apparently. So... yeah, I have, well, now with that one, I do have both copies, both covers for number 1 that were the first print. I have a second print of number 2. Like I said, I was late getting into it, and then first prints of everything else. I will probably try to grab another copy of Die at some point. I guess it depends on whether or not I end up having to replace my computer to keep doing this. Because if I have to do that, my budget for comic books is going to go out the window. If I have to replace my computer this year, because I really wasn't anticipating doing that just yet. But the whole reason I do the YouTube thing is so I can interact with you guys. And if I can't do live streams with guests, yeah, that takes a lot. That's no Collecting Smart with The Boy Who Had 7. That's no Gotham City Chronicles with Kavi. That's no just random live streams with D-Runk or whoever. And, so, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. Just lay down, please. Good grief. So, yeah. So, I did pick up first print of Die number 1. It is not a 9.8 candidate. He didn't say it was 9.8. He just said near mint. And it's probably still near mint. It's just a little frustrating. I was hoping for a brand new book that supposedly was never opened. Of course, maybe it got the spine ticks in the shipping. I don't know. But the fact that it didn't get folded in half given the shipping stuns me. He did put I didn't write on it. He did, like, conveniently write, oh, do not bend. So, you know, I'm sure that helped. So, let's see. Hey, Caleb, what's going on, man? Comic Books NYC joined us. Thomas Wayne. Who else has joined us? Sam I M Comics. Comic Man Andy. So, those of you that jumped in late, yeah. My eBay purchase came in one of these from Canada, but he did put a second board in to protect my first print of die number 1. And amazingly, it did not come folded in half or actually seriously damaged at all. It has a couple spine ticks that make it not 9.8 worthy, and I'd like to get a 9.8 copy that I could slab because I really like this book, I really like the story, but that ain't it. So, but it just gives me another copy, or gives me a first copy of that cover. I didn't have a second copy of that yet. So, Copy says, yeah, if you can't do live streams, I guess I'm kind of done because I don't do regular videos. Do not bend bulletproof. So, yeah, I don't know. If I end up replacing my computer to make this work, Caleb was saying he heard you had to have 2 monitors to make this work, which I guess I can believe because you're playing videos at the same time. I don't know. I didn't get any insights from Perry. I don't know if he's tried to do I know he's an OBS guy. I don't know if he's been trying to do the Skype thing. So, did get to my comic shop. I'm rambling on and on about different stuff this week. Picked up 2 weeks worth of books, which for me is still it's starting to get a little better. I'm trying to cut back. I've actually cut the last one. And I have another book that ends next week. Actually, 2 books that end this week, I guess, on Wednesday, that will be the last one I buy of those. So, starting to get there. July, it's going to be still a little bit higher month. But by August, my pull is down under $100 for the month as of right now. And September is the same, and I'm hoping to keep it that way. And I actually even added a couple books in September and kept it that way. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. OBS forums, Google, very helpful community. Okay, I will have to check that out, Perry. I know NYC was having trouble even getting OBS to download to his computer. So, but I've actually read all these for once. So that's, yeah. So I'm actually all caught up on my reading. First up, I'm still grabbing Nightwing. You guys know that I love Nightwing. I'm ready for the Rick Grayson thing to end. I do, like, since Jurgens came on, I am liking it a little more. He's trying to develop these Nightwings that are the people that kind of found his suits and have tried to, these cops and stuff that are trying to protect the city. It's okay. This whole Rick Grayson thing just frustrates me. I don't know. I'm not very patient for it at the moment. I won't put that over there. Wonder Woman, still reading. Still loving the Jenny Frison covers. I mean, come on. Look at that. I love Jenny Frison. I'm still enjoying it. This current storyline with her trying to find that kind of falls out of the storyline related to Justice League Dark. It ties into that with her trying to find Themyscira with all the magical realms kind of being destroyed by the other kind and stuff, and her gods have been scattered throughout Earth, and so I'm enjoying it. We'll see where it goes. It's been a little slow, maybe, but it definitely way better than it was there for a while, and as long as Jenny Frison's doing the covers and it's readable, I will keep picking up Wonder Woman. Yeah, Jurgens started writing about Nightwing about 3 or 4 issues ago, 3 issues ago maybe. After they went through like 3 writers in 6 months because the writer they hired to do it, who I was enjoying, and then Tom King shot him in the head, and they changed directions because DC editors hate Nightwing apparently, and Dan Ditto or whatever his dumb name is, has always hated the character. And apparently Jim Lee doesn't think much more of him. And so, yeah, they went through writers and this whole thing. It's been a disaster. At least with Jurgens, he sounds like Dick Grayson, even if he doesn't remember who Dick Grayson is to a certain degree. So that I appreciate, but yeah, I'm just ready for it to end. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. This is Tom Taylor. I've really enjoyed this series so far. It's been good. Amazing was really good with the Hunted storyline with Craven and stuff. Overall, I'm sort of liking this one maybe slightly better than Amazing right now, but I don't know. They're pretty close. I like Tom Taylor. I like the voice he's given him. He's done a little bit more of grounding Spidey in his community with this book, and that I like because he's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He's got, he's not galactic threats. He's neighborhood guy, and that I like that they've done that. So I've enjoyed that. Speaking of ASM 24, so we finally got the name of this villain that they've been over here. This guy right here. We finally got his name this week. I won't spoil that if you haven't read it, if you're reading it. After 24 issues of them teasing him. It was good. Justice League Dark. Okay. I don't hear anybody else really talking about this book. I have loved this run. If you guys look here, so like they embrace chaos to fight the Lords of Order. So that in the middle is Wonder Woman endowed with chaos magic, and the red is Zatanna, and it is. This book has been awesome. Tyon I was gonna forget his name, has done a fantastic job between this and the Witching Hour crossover with Wonder Woman. I have loved this story. I can't recommend this enough. If you guys aren't reading this, this is probably the book. Well, maybe not the book I'm enjoying the most, but it's right up there. It's only monthly. They're only on 12 issues. You get Wonder Woman and Zatanna and Man-Bat and Swamp Thing, and Constantine's in here a lot. Jason Blood is in here a lot. Detective Chimp. There's just been every magic user. Cersei's setting up to be a big bad, and every magic user in the DC unit, Dr. Fate, it's all in here. I have really enjoyed it. Yeah. I don't hear anybody talking about it, and Kachung is talking about it. Hey, Kachung, I didn't see you drop in the chat. Wait, do you hear? Do you hear? No squeak. New chair. So, you guilted me into it. I finally broke down and replaced the old chair. So, just for you, Kachung. Biggie dropped in. Thomas Wayne. I think I saw Thomas Wayne. Bake the Snake. What's going on, man? So, anyway, I give this a really high recommend. If you guys aren't reading Justice League Dark, and you enjoy Justice League stuff, you enjoy, in some ways, the new writer on Wonder Woman has been really good compared to what was going on before, and she does give Diana a good voice. I think Tyon nails Diana better, though, than Wilson is in her main title. Her and Zatanna's interaction in this, I just love this book. So, yeah, no squeak. So, also picked up just regular Justice League. I'm enjoying this one too, but I do hear people talking about it. But yeah, Scott Snyder, this whole thing with Doom and Justice. Really curious to see where he goes with this. The Year of the Villain. Yeah, so this is really good. I'm not going to spend as much time on this because I feel like more people know what's going on there and are on it than they are on Dark. But yeah, it's really good. I'll just go. D-Runk's favorite book. I know he loves this book. I don't know. I have to, I'm a bit of a Tom King apologist. I don't think it's trash, but he's going to have to pay this off because he's wandering all over the place and he's got to pull it back together at some point. I go back to, I feel like he signed on to do a 100-issue story, and he had a 65 to 70-issue story, and he's just dragging it out. I don't know. Like, it's not terrible, but it's just like, come on, dude, get to the point. That's kind of where I'm at on that. F that book. I know you have. Tell us how you really feel, D-Rock. I appreciate it. Tell us how you really feel about us. Oh, Congressman Andy beat me to it. Hey, 84, I didn't even see you drop in. What's going on, brother? Detective Comics. I really enjoyed the stuff with the Arkham Knight. I thought it was good. This stuff with the Spectre, I didn't feel like this issue was as good by Tomasi. I like Tomasi usually, but we'll have to see where it goes. This one I found a little uneven for where Tomasi had been. So I do love this cover. It is sweet. So I don't even know who was the artist on the B cover this time. I didn't even look. Anybody know? Shout it out in the chat. Who was the artist on this? But I do love that cover for Detective. DC Justice League needs my character Gumshoe Lizard. Okay. Later, Perry had to bail. Later, man. Let's see. I don't think he secretly hates Batman, D-Runk. I think he just likes to be emo a little bit. Maybe too much. And then the last 3 books are all related to War of the Realms. I picked up Thor 14. If you guys know, I was never a Thor fan until basically my sister was reading the Jane Foster Thor by Jason Aaron. And it got me hooked. And as long as Jason Aaron's writing Thor, I'm reading it. This was really, really good. As was this. These two combined are without a doubt my read of the week. They were amazing. And I really loved like Justice League Dark and Justice League this week. But these two were awesome. I am super pumped for like how he wraps up his Thor story. And then to see where he goes with I am signed on big time for Jane Foster Valkyrie with him and Al Ewing writing it. That starts next month. I am all about that book. And they set that up really well here. Well, they don't give you all the details, but they start really setting that up here. Yeah, I'm all on board with Jason Aaron and Al Ewing writing Jane Foster Valkyrie. That's going to be amazing. And then last book was also a War of the Realms tie-in. The Avengers, and this really had a lot to do with She-Hulk and her current appearance, as opposed to where she's kind of raged out, and I thought it was pretty good. We'll see where they go with that. I think he's building to something with She-Hulk. I'm a sucker for Jason Aaron. These are 3 Jason Aaron books ending my thing. He's a local guy. I've met him several times. He's super nice, but more than that, he's just super talented. I don't know. I've told you guys a story where on Free Comic Book Day, he was just hanging out at one of the comic shops I went to and just digging in dollar bins, and like he wasn't signing or anything. He was just there to buy comics and hang out with people. But anyway, let's see. Comic Heady says he thinks he's writing Moon Knight next. Ooh, I've never read Moon Knight. I'm not a big Moon Knight guy, but if it's Jason Aaron, I have a hard time like turning it down. He put something on Twitter teasing it. Cool. I had not seen that yet. Comic Books NYC said he had to dig for that one. Dan Quintana did the detective cover. I don't know if that's the one NYC had to dig for or not. Note to self, quit giving dog ice cream. Okay. So I'm missing some stuff in the chat apparently. Spaghetti sounds good. Scotty Young writes Deadpool Biggie. Yeah, Scotty Young does. He's another local guy here. So So that was my books. Like I said, those were my pickups for this week. Last 2 weeks. But War of the Realms obviously ends. There's something else in there that ends that's going away. Oh, no, I had one more pickup. Damned. I picked up Batman Damned. I didn't pull it back out. I'd already put it away in a box. So yeah, I picked up number 3. That's the other book that goes away. I did want to pull that out because I want to get my thoughts on it. Okay. I get it's supposed to be nihilistic and like White Whale loved it and it didn't do anything for me. To me, what was the damn point? Like, not the... I don't know. I need to reread it. I probably need to reread it from the beginning. I felt like... I don't feel like it really went ultimately, like, what was the point? And then the censorship stuff clearly, like, affected the story. And I'm curious how much it affected this issue after, like, they did number 2, where they were going to go. I felt it was jumbled. It was hard to follow. Maybe it was supposed to be. Maybe I'm just not a deep enough thinker. I don't know. It didn't do much for me. Oh, it's never disappointed playing the top 3. Scotty Young series. Haven't read it yet, but look forward. I mean, it's not bad. I don't know. You'll have to read it for yourself, see what you think. I just felt like it was, after all the build-up, everything that happened with the first 2, and all the dragging it out for 6 damn months before the final issue came out. It was like, really? That's where we're going? So, yeah, I was just a little disappointed by it. Let's see. Other things. So, this is a fun thing I found that I was going to see if any of you guys were willing to go in on with me on. So, this is the wrong one. I don't usually pick up the previews, but I grabbed the free copies in my comic shop this week because when I was looking through it at the shop, I always like to look through it. So I was like, I don't know if any of the rest of you have seen this. Maybe you have. I think somebody else put it on. Maybe D Comic Queen put it out, maybe, was showing it or something. So I'm going to put this, there's this cool Harley Quinn statue from Batman the Animated Series that comes out that's in the previews. Now the cat is in a sack. It's in the previews catalog this time. Price tag. So this is how I saw it. I was like, oh, that's cool. I kind of like that one. I might actually be interested in that one. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can see the price tag. If I can get it to focus. $5,200. What the? Then I noticed this. Life-size Harley Quinn from Batman the Animated Series. So, I don't know. Any of you guys want to go in on a $5,200 Harley Quinn statue? I just would stand her behind me. She'd just be like looking over my shoulder. So I was like, they're not serious. But let's see. They're still talking about damn. So it hasn't caught up to the chat. The lag has not caught up to me like making fun of this. But yeah, $5,200 for a life-size Harley Quinn. People have too much damn money. I'm like all out of focus here. Let's get it back to, there we go. Yeah, people have too much damn money. I just like, what the? I mean, it's cool. I love the design. I love this classic animated series design. That it is so cool. Like when I seen it, I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind having that statue. And then I looked at the price and I was like, what the hell? And then I looked at how tall it was. I was like, oh my god. So, so Thomas Wayne likes it for $5,200. Smallest, it better be anatomically correct. Oh goodness, unruly. I wasn't gonna try to go there, but I knew that somebody would. That's like, I mean. But there'll be people that buy it, and just like, I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I was like, What the? Yeah. I didn't even look to see what it was actually made out of. Fiberglass and resin, it says. So, yeah, I'm thinking probably not anatomically correct, unruly. Sorry. Harley Quinn 1-to-1 statue. Like, I don't know. I just seen that in the previous catalog. It made me laugh. I felt like sharing it. What's going on, Thomas Churchill? For $5,200, it better be Margot Robbie. Oh, goodness. So, that was all I had this week, guys. I wanted to see if... Looks like OBS is working, like, for just me. I may have to try to test it again. Maybe it was my internet this afternoon. That was part of the more of the problem. But I think there's just too much... Skype just appears to be using too much of my memory to get it to output. But I will use... Perry had that OBS boards or whatever. I will look at some of the forums, try to look something up. If anybody else has any suggestions on making this switch from Hangouts to OBS, like, holler at me. I'd be happy to, like, take suggestions on how to make this work a little better. Like, I feel like I'm getting the hang of just OBS on its own. Like, because I've, you know, like, you can switch cameras pretty easily, and I was showing NYC. So there's, like, in YouTube, the page, like, the, your YouTube streaming page is in here, and you can see, like, the chat, and I got that all pulled up. And obviously, I'm just showing my desktop on OBS here. This is a little complicated, but yeah, I mean, OBS itself seems fairly intuitive. It takes a little more setup time before you go live. But otherwise, and you can do lots of stuff I haven't figured out that to do. Like, you can throw pictures in and text and all kinds of stuff that's really not that difficult. The hang-up for me appears to be running the Skype, so that I can have somebody actually, like, come on with me. So that is, yeah, that's what we're looking at. Did I give Biggie Shack a shout out? I don't remember if I gave you a shout out or not, Biggie. I saw you earlier. I don't remember if I did. Thanks for joining me if I didn't. Yeah, Thomas Churchill. Sam I Am, I saw earlier. So yeah, that's all I got this week, guys. I don't know. If I end up having to... Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to play with it some more this week. I do want to try to have an auction. I may try to do that on somebody else's channel at this point. Hangouts is supposedly going away August 1st, so I guess I got a month to try to figure something out. Or at least that's the last rumor I heard. Is there another option besides Skype? Not that I've found yet, Unruly, and that is the question. If there's other ways to pull other types of calls in, that you can do like group calls on to pull in, I do not know. I really just started, well, you guys saw Friday, I had the day off, and I was messing with it, and that was when I started messing with it, and I hadn't had a chance to actually try the Skype thing till this afternoon, and Comic Books NYC and I spent an hour and a half trying to mess with the damn thing, and it was like when I'd run a speed test on my computer, which is normally like 50 plus download, 10 plus upload. Like if Skype was running, it would drop to like 15 or 13 download and like 7 upload. Like it was, Skype was crushing, and I don't know if there was something going on with my internet, but like I'd kick Skype off and it'd act like, then it would go back up, and then like, yeah, Skype just seemed to be crushing my computer. And it is an old computer, but I wouldn't think it would be that big a deal. Like Skype alone seemed to be, like it would, well, I guess it would run Skype, but it would not, when I started to try to run it through OBS is when it started having problems. And then when I started to go to YouTube, then it really bogged down. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to have to do there. I mean, I think Comic Con, I think this is actually a relatively, like, if you watched Comic Core on Friday night, I guess you and Biggie were live at the same time, but Great Legend was running, and they had like 6 people, and it was a Skype call, and he was broadcasting it, and it was smooth. I mean, the video was better than Google Hangouts. It worked. It was working smooth. It was, but I don't know what kind of setup Great Legend has in terms of computer. I think that ultimately, if you got past the learning curve, that it's probably the better way to go, but you're going to have, you may have to have better equipment than what I got, and and it is going to take a little bit of a learning curve. So, hey TJ, what's going on? At work we use High Five. I don't know if it's free or not. Oh, okay. Well, I will have to check that out. Like I said, I'm gonna have to do some more research, and I'm definitely gonna have to figure out something, because, like I said, Hangouts is going away. So, and I don't want to. The whole reason I'm doing this channel is so I can interact with you guys and then have people on and talk to them, and that's gonna put a big crimp in being able to do YouTube if we can't do that stuff very easily. So, I don't know. We'll get it figured out, but I do know if I have to go down the new computer road to make it work, I'm going to exhaust some other options before I do that, but my channel will be pretty boring because there won't be many new books to show up for a long time. Till I get that thing paid off. The Mega Power Hour don't stop yet. Sleep over at 84s. What did I miss? Let's play you out the Massachusetts for Mega. There you go. So, well, yeah, you can, like, Hangouts itself is going away. Like, you won't even be able to use Hangouts regularly. Now, supposedly there's Hangouts Meet and other options, like, that are more business associated that are not going away. But, yeah, I don't know. Well, OBS and download and haven't used it yet. Yeah, the download's easy. You will have to, like, download NDI, which is a little extra plug-in, Caleb. I should probably put the link. I should have put the links in these videos. I didn't know I was going to talk about this much. But if you guys search on YouTube, there's a bunch of how-to videos on how to download OBS, how to set it up, how to pull it into YouTube on its own. And then there's some on using Skype, but that I'm going to have to look for more information on because I'm still struggling with that part. The guy's name, the two that I found the most useful for OBS and then getting OBS into YouTube, he had 2 videos. His name was Dusty Porter, was the name of his channel. And he had one which was using OBS to live stream, and then it had like a YouTube and a Twitch logo on it as well as that. And then he had another one as how to live stream YouTube, and then he had OBS down at the bottom. So those 2 will get you, like, you want to watch the OBS one first and then the YouTube one second. And basically, they show you everything you need to know about setting up OBS, downloading, setting up OBS, and then what you need to do in YouTube in order to do what I'm doing right now. What it doesn't show you is how to pull in the Skype call and the guest. You'll have to go to some other videos for that. So those are, I'll add those afterward. I will add the links to those videos after we get done here. Later 84. So yeah, we'll get it figured out. It's just going to be a matter of time. And so yeah, and if I figure out, I will happily share other information with you guys as I figure it out. And if you guys want to share, yeah, let me know if you guys get anything figured out. Lay down. So why don't I do a recap of my pickups this week, and then we'll get out of here. So for those that joined me a little bit late, so if you've already seen the recaps, the books, then you don't have to stay. I had an eBay purchase that came in bubble mailer with 2 boards, and no cardboard, all the way from Canada. But he did, he did write, "Please do not bend." So, of course, that covers it, right? And actually, miraculously, the book, it was a die #1, first print. The book itself came basically undamaged. It's not as nice a copy as I'd hoped. It is definitely not a 9.8. It's probably like a 9.2 or a 9.4, because it does have spine ticks. He didn't say it was 9.8, he just said near mint. So that was a disappointment, because I'm still on the search for a really high-grade copy of this, because I'd love to have one slab. But now I have, if I get a high-grade slab copy, I still have a copy that I can look at or whatever. So I'm not too worried about that, but a little disappointed. So that was my one eBay purchase this week. Cool, Patriots up this week. Nice die, JP. Thank you, sir. My pickups from the last 2 weeks at the comic shop: Nightwing, Wonder Woman. Love these Jenny Frison covers. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I'm really enjoying that. Amazing Spider-Man is still pretty good, even after The Hunted ended. One of my favorite books going right now, if you're not reading it, I highly recommend it. Justice League Dark has been fantastic since the beginning. Tyon is killing it. Love this book. Scott Snyder, Justice League, another great book. Why are you just going everywhere tonight and not just laying down? This is like one of my recordings. D-Runk's favorite book. D-Runk and Comic Mix Explains favorite book, Batman. Drew Ranchu, I think it's also his favorite. Right now. Detective Comics. Love that cover. Gotta jump on next Deadpool and Spawn. I didn't know they were doing a crossover between those two. Jason Aaron on Thor. Really enjoyed this issue, especially tied together with this issue. These don't, I mean, like, you don't need to read them both to get all of it, but this kind of fits into this. Fills in some gaps. These were fantastic. Jason Aaron killed it with War of the Realms. I love that story. He did a great job. And then also another Jason Aaron, Avengers, War of the Realms kind of tie-in, where he focuses on She-Hulk. That was really good too. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too, Thomas. It has been. I have just loved that from the beginning. I love that Witching Hour storyline with Wonder Woman. He's just been killing it. So super happy with that. Almost trying to drop stuff here. Let's lay down. Thank you. And then other things going on. So tomorrow night, Comic Books NYC's channel, we are doing Batman White Knight. I believe John from John's Comics with Kids is joining us for our Gotham City Chronicles. So we've done Batman Year One, Hush, The Long Halloween, Court of Owls, and now we're doing White Knight. If anybody has suggestions for us on what we should do next, or would like to be a guest on a future episode of Gotham City Chronicles with Kavi and I, hit us up, let us know. You're welcome, Vuhong. I appreciate that. I always appreciate the good feedback. So yeah, as long as I'm getting it, as long as people are enjoying the top 10, I will keep doing it. So that'll be out next Saturday on schedule. This is tomorrow night on Comic Books NYC's channel. And it's a holiday week, but I actually have nothing going on. I just had been up to see family like the last weekend, and then my folks were actually at my sister's, and then next weekend is my dad's birthday, so we're doing some stuff. So we're not doing anything this next weekend, so I'm probably hanging out. So I'm liable to go live at any point over the holiday weekend, because I'm off the 4th, 5th, and Saturday and Sunday. So I might try to do an auction over the weekend, although nobody's going to be around, so that's probably a crummy time. But hey, who knows? I will definitely see you guys sometime over the weekend, I will be live if you guys are around. I'm sure most of you actually have plans and have a life. I don't. That's why I'm on here all the time. So with that, I am going to call it a night. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully, I will keep you up to date. If I figure out anything with OBS and Skype and anything, if you guys have any questions about just OBS so far, Perry is probably the person you should talk to because he actually uses it a lot. But as far as like just getting it set up, that video, Dusty Porter, as the video, that was super helpful. And I just searched OBS on using OBS on YouTube or something is basically what I searched to find that video. So so definitely do that if you guys are wanting to figure that out. And we'll talk to you later. Oh, and Batman Damned was the other book that I didn't show again, but I'm not going to show it again. All right. Bye.